Hey y'all, I'm David. There's Maggie begging for food. And we want to welcome y'all to Vista Acres. All right, take a look at those sweet potatoes. Angie worked on canning those, and they really turned out good. There'll be some good sweet potato pies and some sweet potato casserole. It made some good stuff, y'all.
Okay, y'all. Today we are canning sweet potatoes. I've already put 5 quarts in the canner, the pressure canner, and it was supposed to be canning. It just started the canning process, and my canner quit. It's a Presto, one of those Presto canners. I loved it so well, I ordered another one, and now I'm kind of second thinking myself since the first one went out. It's my older one, but it's not that old. It's just like maybe 2 years old, maybe 3 at the max. So I'm really unsure what to do with it, but yeah, I have 5 jars of sweet potatoes in there, and it's 2 sweet potatoes. Y'all, look at these potatoes. This is the smallest. The 2 that's in there is probably this size. Look at this. I mean, look against my hand. This could feed the whole family. And then I have this one, which is the biggest one. It's the fattest one, and probably about the same as the long one right here. So let's get to peeling. And let y'all see my 2 canners, my Prestos. They're the digital pressure canners. Like I said, I absolutely love these things, and I just can't believe that one tore up. So what I'm going to try to do, the pressure is off this one. I'm going to try to transfer the bucket. Try not to get burnt. I want to try to transfer this bucket over here. I don't know how this is going to go. I may have to wait for David to get in, because this may not work out for me. I don't think it's going to. I'm going to try to get the plug and try to plug it back up again. It does have a sensor on it. Hopefully. Maybe it was just the sensor, but I've tried it several different ways, and it still did not want to work. No, so it's still not coming on. I did read up on this, and it did say that it could be the fuse that has blown. So I'm going to get Jordan, my son, to look at it and see if he can put a new fuse in there. Or it said it could be like the motherboard or the face board, the little electrical part of the front of it. So I'm going to see if he can look at it and tell. He's good at fixing anything like that. He can fix just about anything. So hopefully he can fix this. Alrighty, so here we are fixing to peel and cut some of these potatoes. Like I said, I've already got one run on, so I'm going to start another run. So my warming process has been complete. Just showed y'all right here it said warm and it beeps. So what you do is you turn it when it says warm and it beeps. You just mash this button again and it'll go to heat. I've already set my time. I'll show y'all on this one. I set it for an hour because these are raw potatoes. And I'm going to wait for it to heat. When it starts heating and it gets to level, you'll see here it'll spew up here out of this little thing, and that's when I add this. It usually does it for like 10 minutes, and then it'll beep and tell me start the canning process. So then I'll stick this on there, lay it up there, won't lose it, and of course it'll can for an hour and it'll just cut off. That's where we're at on that one. So we'll get this one started. Get this started. Here. She's got her little baby there beside her. Okay. So I'm going to rinse this jar out also. Cold water so I can some of my starches out of these potatoes. And I got the other jars in the dishwasher, so I'm going to let them wash until I get these cut up. And they've already been washed, but I like to wash them right before I use them. So what I'll do is just do it and wash as long as I can, and then or as long as I do this process, and then I'll get them out and rinse them out good also. I cut them in pretty good hunks. You'll see. That's the reason I like to cook them for an hour, to make sure that they get cooked through and through. You can cut them smaller, but when they're cooked, you're going to mash them up when you use them anyway, more than likely. Now, I have never canned puree, and they say that it don't work, that it don't get hot through and through when you puree, whatever you say it. So, when we tried it with Maggie's dog food, and that didn't work out the best, so it was pureed. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. To me, it's just as easy when you get through to do it then. Like I said, I'll let this sit in that cool water. You'll see the water's kind of turning cloudy. That's the starches coming out of the potatoes, sweet potatoes. did think about boiling these and let them get soft before I can them. But then I got thinking, you know, why that extra process? You can just let the canner do the work.
Sorry about the background noise, y'all. I did not realize that it was so loud until I did the editing on this video. It's the dishwasher. And of course, if you hear something gurgling, that's what it is. I have y'all sit right beside the dishwasher.
Beautiful bride got married this weekend, so we've had a weekend filled with a lot of activity. Saturday, they got married Sunday, so Saturday we had the rehearsal dinner, and the rehearsal dinner was also in Cummings. Their wedding was in Cummings, Georgia, so that's like an hour and a half away from us. So we tried, her parents live South Carolina, I think. So she tried to pick a venue that was in between us. So yeah, we did have a long weekend. They're on their honeymoon. They're actually returned today. They're going to do a big honeymoon later on. They've already got it, I think, scheduled and everything. I can't remember where they're going. But so they just took a short trip away this time. So yeah, they're supposed to return today, and we'll be glad to see them. We missed them. Accidentally put warm water in that. I've been putting cold water in them. Ooh, that might be the way to do it. So instead of going straight down, if you go like these will. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I still feel pressure. A lot of. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? There's no stringiness. I've never. Absolutely gorgeous. At all, so I'm kind of proud that I can do it. It's the little things. I've really come a long way. So anybody out there that's had or got carpal tunnel, hopefully yours will get better also. Like I said, I've had 2 surgeries on my right hand. Still waiting my left hand. All right. That almost made. Look at this, guys. It almost made a half of this pot full. That is one sweet potato right there. You can imagine that one if I would have cut it. Still tempted, but I don't know. I don't think. I've got some butternuts I'm also going to can. That'll be another video. So touching the tripod. Sweet potatoes. Look at my hands. I don't know if y'all can see. They turn your hands orange. They dye them orange. You can make yams out of these. I'm not a big yam person, but if you like yams, of course you can make yams out of them, but I'm not big on yams, and I don't think nobody else in my family is either. So. And it's funny how your taste buds change, because I used to wouldn't eat a cranberry sauce. Oh, I thought that was awful. It had a weird taste, but now I love cranberries. Maggie's laying over here just waiting for her daddy to come home. She loves David. It's actually past due time for home, so she's probably a little depressed because she knows the exact time. She can hear his car turning the road up there. Now, they think I'm kidding, but I can always notice her acting funny about the time he gets here. So, it's crazy the keen hearing that the dog has, especially a German Shepherd. Y'all can see I didn't cut real even. It'll still taste the same, I'm sure. if it's in the canner or in the dishwasher. I hope y'all can hear me over the dishwasher. I didn't think about that. If not, I'll do a voiceover. Okay, I don't see any more big pieces, so we got it. So I'm going to turn y'all over here. You're going to see the, oops, sorry. It's showing you that it's venting. It's got 1 more minute to vent. It vents 10 minutes. And you'll see the steam. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But you can see the steam coming at the top. Right here. And, so when it gets through steaming, it should let you know. And what I do is just put my little pressure gauge on there. Okay, you see it says put regulator on, and then it has a little picture of it, and it shows that it's going to be canning. So I'm going to put it on. Ooh, and be very careful and don't get burnt, because it does come up through there. Okay. Okay, see my regulator, it's got to be at a certain spot to where it can start canning. Then I hit the button here, right here again. See what it says? Still telling me that. It's still beeping, so I hit that one more time, and then it puts my hour on there, 1 hour. So this will can for 1 hour. And then it'll do a cool down process. And I'm not sure I'll go a whole hour. And there it went again. See, it's trying it so bad that it's not gonna, can't figure out what's going on. Something's, I don't know if the regulator's not. I thought I had it fixed. Oh me. Okay. I'll put y'all back here and let me work with it again. Not sure what's happening here. Alright y'all, so I have got my jars from the dishwasher. So I'm going to rinse them out real good. Make sure there's no soap or film in them. since my other canner is not working, I'm going to put those in this and finish those. I'll let this soak in cold water. What I'm going to try to do is pour the hot water in that one over so I won't have to wait for it to heat again. So let's see if this works without getting burnt. So I'm going to put this in here. I'll put the lid off so I can get most of my steam out there. Sometimes it is kind of dangerous when you're transferring jars, when that cold air hits the jar. They could possibly bust. Yeah, of course I forgot to put my, I don't know what you call that thing, but I forgot to put it in. And make sure your cans are level. So, I did read again on this, it did say that if it could have blown a fuse, and then of course if you tear it apart it could void the warranty. I'm really not sure if I got any warranty on it. Like I said, I've had it 2 to 3 years and they always tear it when the warranty, seems like the warranty's out. That's on anything. Okay, so here we're going to transfer this over.
Picked up your books, it was all on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's off, but
Mostly just
big old rat probably.
looks soft.
And I'm going to pour this over here in this.
No, I ain't going outside. The guineas are still eating.
Okay, and whoop, that one's sealed. It scared me. Okay, so here's the lid of this one. This is my new one. Put the lid on. Seal it. Ooh, that one's loud. Okay, so you see it's asking me, put that out of the way, so y'all can see. It's asking me how long I'm going to can it. I'm going to can it for, since we've had all this going on, I'm going to say 80 minutes. I was going to put 90, but I think 80 because we've already went through this process several times. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, we've already inserted the jars because we're starting that process. We'll just turn this, or we'll heat it again. Okay, now it's warming. And it won't let me do anything. It won't let me skip processes. So I'm just going to let it warm again. And then, of course, when it starts shooting the steam up, we'll put the valve on it, the regulator, I should say. So I'm just going to set it right here until it starts steaming. It will steam for, after it warms, the warming process, it'll steam for 10 minutes. Okay, so as you see, I've filled the jar up to the top. You want to leave a 1 good inch head space for these jars. So this is pretty. See how pretty it is? Very pretty. Turn my lids off. You don't have to boil your lids, but I like to boil mine. We'll do another jar. I like to give them about a 3 to 4 rinse time. Then I just like to make sure I rinse some of that starchy off. starchy in the bottom. I don't know if y'all guys can see it or not, but see the white? That's where the starch has let go from the potato. Sorry. See, it's 1/2 teaspoon of salt per jar. For pint jars, it's 1/4 of a teaspoon. Find my teaspoon here. 1/2 teaspoon. That looks like a lot. It don't sound like a lot, but yeah, it looks like a lot. So I don't want to hold it over my. So 1 teaspoon per jar. Or 1/2 teaspoon, I'm sorry. I'm hung up on a teaspoon. Teaspoon, we'll have them too salty, won't we? Alright, so let me go over here and get paper towel to wipe the top. Go around the rim, make sure we don't have any salt or any debris of any kind around the top. This gives you a little time to check too, to make sure you don't have any breakage or any. I may have already wiped that one out. Don't hurt to wipe again, I guess. Okay, and then I get my little tool, pull the lids.
Hey y'all, hope you enjoyed this sweet potato canning video. Boy, they should be good on some sweet potato pies and some sweet potato casseroles, and be good. Hey, I don't know if anybody knows now, but I messed up on my title on my last video. Those wasn't sweet potatoes we was playing. Those is actually regular potatoes, y'all. But these are sweet potatoes, and we look forward to using them this winter. Again, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you hadn't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate that. Hit that like button if you like the video. We appreciate that also, y'all. And as we always say here on the Vista Acres, we love you and thank you for watching.